You're listening to TalkSlamRadio.com. From our studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a beverage, put out the Do Not Disturb sign, and settle in for another fine show from TalkSlamRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello, hello.
It is, well, as you can see.
What the hell do you have on?
Honey, I am the nightmare before Christmas.
Or
your dream before Christmas. I don't know right
I would
now.
say you're probably the dream before Christmas.
Okay,
not the
so
nightmare.
this is a deal. I'm getting ready for the show tonight. Steph, go to the special closet.
God.
That's where all the costumes are. So I went to the special closet, and my Santa outfit popped out. And I said, okay.
You didn't even give me a heads up.
I know. And when this is a beautiful thing. I get to Dee's house, banging on the door. Ivory and Beethoven, her adorable little doggies.
Are barking like crazy. Yeah.
They're greeting me. Mama's nowhere to be found. Finally, she comes to the door. She opens the door, and her cute little, was that ducks on your bathrobe?
I don't know.
It was really cute. It looked very comfortable.
It's very comfortable.
And I'm standing in the doorway looking like this. And she's like, what the hell? What the hell?
Why didn't you call me to tell me that I need to put something Christmassy
Honey,
on?
look at you.
Well, luckily I found something. Yeah. And you know what? Look at this. I'm actually in red. I'm always in black.
I know, and you look amazing. Red is hot for you.
Is it?
But you know what? This is a deal. Okay, you see this thing hanging off my hat here?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how there's mistletoe?
Yeah.
I went to 3 places to find mistletoe. Couldn't find it. So guess what we got? What the hell toe? I made my own.
Yeah, leave it to you to do that. Well, I have to say you look awesome.
Well, thank
if
you.
people could see the whole get up, you should probably stand up where they can actually if they get the whole, they don't see the stockings and they don't see the boots and I mean somehow or another can you like lift your leg up for everybody to see? This is like the sexy Santa costume here.
Oh no, wait for the one I saved for next week.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Just saying.
Well, you know what? We have a great guest tonight.
We do. We have an amazing guest. You know what, guys? Usually, well, for the most part, we're a very lighthearted, have fun show. Tonight, we have a very serious show for everybody. We have a very special guest, a very dear friend of ours, Bowie, is going to be joining us pretty soon. His family has experienced a very horrific tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about that because what we're going to do at your club Friday night,
yes,
there's a big charity event that's all evolved around all of this. And hopefully we're going to raise a lot of money. You and I are being auctioned off together.
Woohoo!
So someone who is a brave soul is going to auction us, or actually bid on us for a date.
Did you send your form in?
I did, but you know what? I was traveling, and I don't know if Bowie, do you know if it made it? Could you find out? Because I sent it, but I was out of town, and I did it from my phone, and my phone, computer. No, I did it.
I submitted mine today, but it was the most boring write-up because I had 50 million things going on.
Yeah.
So, but everyone, actually, if you go on my Facebook page, they were writing about what they think I should put as far as the type of woman that I was. So we might have to add to it.
The questions are the questions. They were interesting. We'll talk about that when he comes on the radio because no one can see him. We're sitting here having this conversation with him. They can't hear him and they can't see him.
Right.
But you know what? We have a lot of exciting things coming up
We do.
We have actually a segment of our show that we are adding, and she's not going to be a part of this show because this is a different type of show. We're gonna show our versatility on this show, actually.
Yeah.
So our next show, we are going to be welcoming our on-site correspondent, Anastasia Beaverhausen.
Anastasia Beaverhausen.
Yes.
That sounds very interesting. Only you, Steph. Only you would bring on
Anastasia
Anastasia Beaverhouse.
Or maybe Beaver Hoosen.
Beaver Oosen?
Hoosen.
Hoosen?
Anyhow, she's going to be joining us, and she's going to be doing a segment on celebrity what the hell.
All right. Fits us perfect.
It does, because she actually does work with some celebrities, and she travels, and she's going to be doing a call-in, and she's going to be hooking us up. So
All right.
it's going to be a very interesting segment with Anastasia Beaverhausen.
All right. Well, we're ready for it.
We are.
And, tonight with, we're going to be talking about domestic violence also with Bowie and his sister, who at the Zone this Friday night, we're doing a fundraising event for his sister, Ariella. And we're going to have him to come
Arella.
on.
Well, you know,
Ariella?
Well, this is why.
Arella. Yeah.
Your amazing, beautiful, incredible daughter is Ariana.
Ariana.
So it would be only natural if you say Ariella. So
You have a sister, Ariel?
Arella.
Arella. I like that name. Arella.
Yes,
I
but
don't
we are
know.
going to be highlighting Arella's life, and hopefully, we're going to raise the goal is $50,000.
She has medical bills and two
We're not
beautiful
gonna.
little children, and
We're going to get
need a
into that when
Christmas
Bowie's
and-
on with us. But anyone who's listening right now, please stay tuned, because this is going to be a very compelling show. It's going to be a very heartfelt show. And please, if you're in the Tarpon Springs, Tampa Bay metropolitan area, please join us at the Zone Lounge on Friday.
It's going to be a fantastic night. It's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be a great night. I mean,
know?
you know what? It's a celebration. And I think Bowie's going to agree with that.
Yeah.
It's a celebration because, so much negativity but I don't think that's where we're going with this. So I'm just assuming. I think we're going to celebrate Arella's life. She's alive. Exactly. She's
Yeah.
a survivor. And you know what? Dee and I were survivors. Dee and I both, we're not going to go into it on the show, but we are both survivors of, of that.
What? To be honest with you, when you hear her story, compared to the things that we experience, you realize that all the other things are really not important when you're going into a situation like this and you're fighting for your life.
Yeah.
And
you look at the things that other people think are such big deals in their life, and you go,
it's so
really.
It's
we
so
had that conversation.
non-important.
We had that conversation coming over
Yes,
here.
we did. It's so not important,
Yeah.
and the things that are really important in life. There's other people out there, like with your sister, who is actually. She has a long road ahead of her and some challenges, and we actually are very blessed.
We are extremely blessed.
We're very blessed, and that's what we have to.
We've
be
had
thankful for.
challenges, but look, I mean, we're able to sit here, talk,
Yeah,
and have a
absolutely.
conversation. We don't have tubes in us, and all the other things, and the things that other people have to deal with on a daily life because they have been a victim of domestic violence.
Yeah. Yeah, which is a serious, it's a very serious. I think there's physical domestic violence, and then there's also mental.
Absolutely.
There and two can go hand in hand. But
Mhm.
it'll be a great show. So
will.
we want everybody to stay tuned. And as we bring Bowie on to talk about his sister and the event and what's going on that night with the auction.
And the next night, just to lighten it up a little bit,
yes,
on the 15th,
we have the radio show
Christmas party.
Christmas party.
That's why we're dressed in our
Saturday.
Christmas attire.
And we have let's see, we have Floyd playing that night and they're having a big, huge laser light show. And it says here that there's costume contest for the Santa Claus, Miss Claus, Elf, and
I'm entering. I'm so entering.
Yeah, you got it.
No,
So-
not in this outfit.
No, oh, you got your
yeah.
other Claus outfit.
Oh yeah, my other claws. Yeah.
Yes, little Miss Santa Claus.
Yes.
So it's gonna this weekend at the Zone is gonna be a great weekend.
really
We're gonna be
is.
shut out come Sunday.
No, we're
You
not.
won't. I will be shot out. She'll just do an IV and she'll do an IV and then she'll have all the energy.
I'll be all right. You'll be all right because I'll come hook you up too, sister.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
no,
is,
we'll be
but
good.
You know what? Hey, I gotta love our banner back
I
here.
love our banner.
I
I
do
think it's
too.
awesome.
I do.
I'm-
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very cool. It's brand new. Well, it's our second show with it. We're still, it had a very exciting week. We're not going to go into that, but it's had probably a story of its own to tell.
It wasn't with us all week, that's for sure.
And when I went to go retrieve it, the person who had possession of it was actually trying to sell it on eBay. So,
Are you serious?
yes. Yes.
Was she not able to get
He-
was he not able to get any money for it, or what
I-
would make him decide that he needed to sell
because
our banner?
he thought he could make a lot of money.
Oh! Hey, well, I'm glad we're that popular. All right.
Yeah, that's what I said. What the hell? What the
Okay.
hell? But I want to thank everybody for joining our show this evening, and those who are going to be reoccurring listeners. And that's the beauty. That is the beauty of our show. If you don't have the time, you're out running around doing Christmas shopping, out with the kids, the family, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the whatever. You know what? You get to tune in anytime. www.talkslamradio.com, and you can check out our
Past
shows
shows.
anytime.
Any
Anytime.
shows, past time. That is the beauty of it, that everyone goes and says, we can always go back and watch the past shows.
That's right. It's a
So,
good thing.
It's perfect.
I think it is perfect.
We love it.
Adam, our poor guy,
He's sicker
Adam,
than a dog
He is.
back
He looks
there.
like us last
we've
week.
been
His
sick
hoodie
for 2
on.
weeks. It's been
We
2
were
weeks.
so sick, but look,
Yeah.
we're like rock stars right now.
Yeah,
Well,
I
not
feel
really.
pretty good. I feel pretty good tonight.
I do. I feel really good.
But I
tonight.
feel bad for you because
I
we've
do.
been there, done that.
we were there last
yeah.
week. I couldn't even see last week.
Yeah, you had pink eye in both eyes.
I did.
You were a mess.
I
We
was-
were a mess last
we
week.
were an absolute freaking walking disaster. We were like Pigpen with the big toxic waste cloud around us last week.
We're good this week.
We are. We're on
It's
fire,
a-
girl.
It's a new week and we are good.
We are.
So,
We
all right.
are.
So, are we going to take a break here?
We're going to take a break. We're going to take a very short break, and we're going to bring Bowie on, and we're going to talk about what we're doing in this charity event. And actually, we're going to get into domestic violence and what he and his family has experienced personally. And
And if anyone would like to call in and ask him any questions
or
pertaining
donate.
or
donate.
you call 727-597-4022, and you can call in and ask any questions pertaining to the event and any questions that you may,
And we'll
have
be
for him.
giving the website out when Bowie comes on, where they can contact if they can't be there in person because they're traveling or for whatever circumstances. They can also go directly to the website and donate.
Perfect. All right.
That'll be awesome. You ready? All right, take us out, baby doll. Okay, what I mean, like.
Stop and go. Everything's moving so fast. Sometimes it's hard to know which way to turn. Feel trapped, get free. Just gotta slow things down. But now we're gaining speed. Time is racing by.
We're back live.
Right.
And you know what? We're going to welcome Bowie.
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 Hello.
You know what? We've known Bowie for a long time. He's done a lot of stuff at the club.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
We've known him. And, you know, when I don't go on Facebook a lot, I go on there when I'm traveling and doing stuff, events or whatever. And, you know, I was keeping up with the baby because I thought it was really cool. You know, the baby, or when she was pregnant, because your significant other was expecting, and, you know, the cute little, you know, before, after, you know, the big baby bump and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden there was this post on Facebook that you had to leave immediately, that you had to go out, that something had happened
Yeah.
with your sister.
Yeah. She back on October 26th, my sister felt she got into an argument with her ex-boyfriend, and so he basically, to start the story all from the beginning, she was dating this guy for a couple of years, and then they dated, and she caught him cheating quite a few times, so they broke up. But she wanted to keep him as part of the family, you know, wanted to keep him in the house as being a father figure for the kids. And she let him stay in their basement, and everything seemed okay. So everything seemed fine, you know, so nobody really thought anything too much of it. You know, we never really liked the guy, but we kept him around. And on the 26th, he had suspected her of starting to have a relationship with somebody new, and that was not acceptable to him.
Right.
You know, he
Hold
thought-
on just a second before.
Adam,
Are we live? We are. Okay, we can't
can
see it
you
on the
take off whatever? Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
perfect. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, we want to just be able to make sure that we weren't looking at.
Yeah, we're looking at something totally. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It is a little distracting.
Yeah.
We're looking at perfume that smells like Pizza Hut.
Yeah, pets and
Yeah,
children.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so to get back to Orella, she you know, she was in an argument with him because he had placed some tracking device on her phone, trying to stalk her and see what she was up to, see what she was doing, and she got it removed. And when she did that, he got furious. He was pissed. He went ahead and locked her into a room, and basically like, kept her in there for basically from 9 o'clock at night till about 5:30 in the morning.
Wow. And they also have 2 children together.
Yes,
Yeah.
Malachi and Jasmine.
Okay.
And they were there at.
Yeah, they were sleeping in their bedrooms when this all happened.
Okay.
And the thing that sucks is that, you know, Mal was only 3 years old. This happened 4 days before Mal's 4th birthday.
Oh,
Okay.
You know,
man.
so we went to Chuck E. Cheese with him, and well, basically like I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit.
That's all
That's
right.
okay. It's
But,
all right.
Well, basically like what they did is he went into the room after he locked her up, and like one of their, we're guessing like around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning,
Mhm.
and he went in there with a roofing hammer, you know, like one of these lightweight, very durable hammers, you know, and basically backed her up into a corner and just bludgeoned her over and over again, in the head and in the face, all over her, you know, and then before he did that, or sometime during that whole episode, he also pepper sprayed her. So
wow.
so she couldn't even see what was going on, you know. So she's pepper sprayed. She's getting whacked with a hammer, and then when she fell on the ground, he continued to stomp on her
Oh my God.
lifeless
Wow.
body and left her in a pool of blood in the middle of the floor. You know?
And she had texted some of her friends earlier to say.
She did. She had texted a couple of her friends, you know, before, like, I guess the argument got even more escalated, saying, you know, I need to get out of this house. I need to leave. And unfortunately, the one text didn't get received until the next morning. And
Oh, wow.
and then she had texted her friend, the guy that, you know, Johnny had suspected her of seeing, you know, who turned out to be a testicular cancer patient. You know,
Oh, wow.
so even if they had any sort of romantic involvement with each other, you know,
It still
very
doesn't
unlikely.
justify
Yeah.
what has happened to
The
her.
act of what he did.
Yeah, even if they had been married or anything like that, you know, like at this point, they were only friends or roommates and co-parents within the same habitat. They weren't actually in any sort of romantic relationship, and they hadn't been in one. for a
Right.
number of years. You know, it wasn't
Mhm.
like they had just broken up and she started seeing somebody new,
Mhm.
anything like that. You know, he had cheated on her repeatedly.
Mhm.
You know, and that's why they broke up, because you know, like, she didn't want to be with a father that's cheating on her. You know,
Right.
and
But
but
there
she's
was
Understandable.
there was never any sign of domestic violence. He had never there was never any red flag during the relationship that would have made the family or her
Friends
even
or anyone.
anything.
yeah, there wasn't anything that was made apparent to us. You know, like
Mhm.
she said, you know, we're just friends. He even backed that up and said, yeah, we're just friends living together. You know, like, I'm helping out with the kids, and you know, it
Mhm.
all seemed okay. You know, the dad is still in the kids' lives.
Right.
You know, the
Mhm.
mom's in the kids' lives, and they all have a roof to live under. Everything
Right.
seemed
But
like
you
it
know
was
what?
okay.
Let's get back to what happened so everyone out there can understand. Those who have not heard the story can hear everything
Mhm.
that happened that evening to your
Okay.
sister.
Yeah, so he basically he caved in her complete skull. Like,
Wow.
when she finally did get to help, you know, the doctor at the hospital said it was the worst head injury they'd ever seen.
Jeez.
You know,
Because you said there were brain,
yeah, there was blood, there's brain matter all over the floor. You know, it was I saw the room, and you know, I went there to look at it and see what happened, and it was one of the most horrific things that I'd ever seen. You know, it looked like something out of a haunted house, really. You know, it
Wow.
was it was a completely peaceful house. You know, there's kids' drawings up in the refrigerator. There's like, you know, like, fresh ingredients out on the kitchen table. You know,
And
like
she
everything.
works with,
She works for NASA.
so she's not, and I mean, you said she had a book on her bed of,
Yeah. She been reading, like, she reads a lot. Well,
Mhm.
growing up, my dad and my stepmom, they don't have a television. They haven't had a
Mhm.
television
Right.
in almost
Mhm.
30 years.
Right.
So we're all pretty big readers, you know.
right,
Right.
right.
And you know, she had been reading this little novella about, you know, like, a relationship that was failing, you know, but you know, the mother, or actually the woman in the relationship, just kind of held on to it. You know,
Mhm.
I didn't really want to touch anything in there, but like,
Right.
gathering from the cover and everything like that, from what I
Mhm.
read, it was, you know, it was kind of like almost a foreshadowing of the night's events of
Wow.
what
Right.
happened, you know. And then she also had her scientific calculator and her notepad, because she was going to Cleveland State University to
Wow.
That is horrible. But you know what? God works in mysterious ways.
yeah.
This person who did this horrific act, for whatever reason, reached out to one of his friends.
Yes. After it all was said and done, instead of calling any help or anything like that, he called one of his friends. And you know, for one reason or another, like, I tend to think that he was trying to get help covering up what he had done,
Mhm.
but luckily his friends, you know,
Did the right
did
thing.
the right thing, and
Got her
left
help.
the house and went around the corner to a fire department and brought over an ambulance. And that was when John Whitfield had made his escape in her car. And we were on a manhunt for him for about 6
I know.
days.
I
before
saw
he-
it come
before
up
he
on
turned it.
Facebook
Yeah.
that you had the car tag number,
Mhm.
the description of the car. If anyone had seen it, please
Yeah.
call the local authorities. But luckily, he did turn himself in.
He did.
And you know what? It amazes me what he said. The statement that he made is just amazing to me.
Yeah, he made quite a few different statements. The statement he made when he left the scene of the crime, he had texted the guy that he thought that she was seeing,
Mhm.
and he left a message on her phone, or on his phone, and saying, "Go look at your fucking bitch now," and threw the phone out the
Oh,
window.
wow.
You know,
God.
and then he had told his friend, when his friend got there, he said, "Oh no, she's still alive. She's okay." You know, like there was nothing wrong there. And then when he gets arrested, when he goes to jail, you know, he had gotten arrested on a felonious assault charge, and they put his bail at $500,000 with a 10% down, so it was
Mhm.
$50,000, and he was complaining to whoever the bail people are, and
Mhm.
saying, this is too high. You know, I can never afford this. This is unfair. You guys need to lower the bail.
They shouldn't have even gave him
They
a
shouldn't-
bail.
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
what I said.
Yeah.
And so what they've done, it's almost funny, because he they went ahead and they reviewed his bail. They took away the 10%, basically the 10% thing that they can
Mhm.
do, and said, okay, it has to be 500,000 in cash. And then they also took away his phone privileges, so the only people he can call would be his mother, who happens to be addicted to crack cocaine,
Oh
and
gosh.
and his attorney,
Wow.
who is a public defender.
Mm.
So he's like,
Well,
we hear he's got $500,000, but the guy's never seen more than $50 together in his life. So
Right, right.
it's
but they, from what I'm understanding, the conversation we had earlier is that the authorities were trying to get any charge that would stick and get him in custody
Right.
as soon as possible.
right. So when they first posted the bail, it was for felonious assault.
Mhm.
You know, and now they've gone ahead and amended those charges, and they've made it a 2 counts of attempted murder. I'm assuming, I don't know exactly why there's 2 counts. I'm thinking that the 1 count would be from when he continued to hit her over the head with a hammer. And I'm thinking that the 2nd count would be when he stomped on her when she was on
Oh
the ground.
God.
Wow.
And then he got a count of kidnapping because he kept her in the room
Mhm.
from 9 o'clock till 5:30 or so. So you know, she couldn't get out of the room. So she's in there.
So was he taking care of the kids during the? I mean, does
Yeah,
he?
I
does he
mean,
even? I mean, the kids, were they fed? I mean,
Well, he
his
got
mind
taken.
had
No,
to
he
be-
he called his friend, and his friend came over. This all, thank God. I mean,
Mhm.
and like I said, everything. It's just weird how things happen. Thank goodness, for whatever reason, he called that
Yeah.
friend, because who knows how the scenario would have played out.
Yeah, we you know, if she had gotten to the hospital any later, she would not have made it. You know, and
Right.
right now she's alive, and not only is she
Mhm.
alive, but she's recovering
Yeah.
a lot quicker than any of us ever.
She's
ever
a fighter.
anticipated.
She's a
She really
survivor.
is. She
She's a
works.
survivor.
She works out every day. You know, she runs 5 miles at least.
Right.
She goes to the gym. You know, she eats right. She doesn't smoke. She doesn't do drugs. She rarely drinks. I mean, she's basically like, she would be a catch for any guy. And the fact that
Yeah.
this douchebag ever got her number
Right.
is beyond me. You know, it's sad. You know, like I think to like all the women I know that, you know, have been in these sort of situations, and you know, it's just something that I can never wish on anybody I know. You know, and yeah.
I mean,
don't
it's just amazing. I guess there's so many relationships out there that if people like can't get what they want from somebody, I guess you would say,
Mhm.
then it's either they go the vindictive route to try to ruin your life or to make everything in your life miserable, or like with this guy, to take a hammer to her head. It's just amazing. You wonder, you know, what is a person thinking in their head when they go to that extreme that makes them go and do the things that they do. Because she right now, you were telling us earlier tonight, part of the top of her head
yeah,
is,
her brain is
missing.
It's
Yeah, basically her entire skull had to be removed because he shattered into pieces with this hammer.
wow.
Gosh.
You know, it's
And
so-
in between all this, because Bowie has his little iPad up,
Mhm.
and in between all this, you and your beloved were expecting your first child. through all
yeah,
this.
Taylor. Yeah,
Taylor,
that
how
is
do- is this your
her. Oh,
sister?
that's my
wow.
sister right
Oh
there.
my God!
I don't know if we can show
Wow.
it there, but
Yeah.
that's her right there.
Wow.
And that's just another picture that was at the hospital.
Well, she is very fortunate
She's
to be
Her
alive.
angels were
Yeah.
over her and watching her that night. Now, you have put together an amazing event to honor your sister, but also it's a charity event. We are wanting to raise as much money as we mentioned. $50,000 is our goal, and we're doing it at Dee's Club
Mhm.
Friday night.
The Zone
The
Lounge,
Zone
Tarpon
Lounge.
Springs.
You know, and you don't have to physically be there. If you're listening to the show or you're listening to a replay of the show, you can absolutely contact Bowie, because I'm sure there's a website that has been put together.
Yes,
Can you please tell us what it is?
It's fightfororella.com or .org.
And that's FIGHTFORARELA.com.
Exactly. And you can make your donations there. We're getting t-shirts printed up. You can buy a t-shirt. They're really great looking.
Mhm.
I mean, you can see the whole story there. You can also keep tabs on her progress there. My family up north has all been, you know, very active in keeping her company, giving her hope, and you know, and letting everybody else know what's going on. Partially because we're all kind of, it gets very tiring telling the same story
Yeah,
over and over again.
yeah,
That was one of
yeah.
reasons why we put the website up, because we had so
Right.
many people going, "What happened to Arella? What happened to
Mhm.
Arella?" And I was like, I got to stop telling the story over again.
Right.
you know?
I'm sure you've told it a lot.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's we're so thankful you're here this evening. I know it's a very difficult thing, even though you've told it over and over. It's still a very emotional thing because it brings up you were there, you saw the visual things, you were in the room, and everything. You've been with your sister, and we appreciate you being on the show. But you know what?
Yeah,
It's-
thank you.
Thank you
we're
guys for
gonna
having
do
me.
we're gonna do everything we can, Bowie. We really are. You know,
I know it.
yeah, we when we saw this and Dee and I talked between each other before we
Mhm.
even had contact with you because you were gone and everything you were going through. But this is a horrific thing, and what people don't understand is that this affects domestic violence affects millions of people's lives every single day, and it's unspoken.
It's 1 out of 3 people.
It's horrible, and we don't know what your sister was enduring before that, and what the result is horrific. She's actually one of the lucky ones because she's a survivor. She actually lived
Exactly.
through this. And I can tell you, you've got D and I's word. We're going to do whatever we can, you know, to raise money to help your sister out. And Friday night, you know, D and I were up for auction together.
Yeah.
What the hell? It's going to be a what the hell date. Let me tell you. You if you bid on D and I, just make sure you got your vitamins, your sleep, your. Not really, but you know, this is all about a good cause. You know, it's all in good fun, but it is for an amazing cause because it's Christmas. Arella has 2 little children.
Mhm.
You know, your nephew and nieces.
Right.
2 and
2 and 4.
2 and 4.
So-
Malachi is a 4.
she's a little girl.
Malachi's a boy.
Oh,
Boy.
Malachi's
Yeah,
a boy.
boy.
And then
Okay.
Jasmine is the girl.
Is okay. So they probably need. Do you have Christmas? And are there certain things that you know that they need or that they
or want or
Well, I know Chris and Michelle Milo that they're helping us out with the event,
Mhm.
yes.
and they're going to have a toy drop at the door at the zone that day.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you know, we're going to be having like a 50-50 raffle. We're going to have a prize raffle.
Mhm.
And the thing is that if you bring a toy for one of the kids, then you'll get a free raffle ticket.
Oh,
Wow,
to
okay,
help
that's
you win,
perfect.
to help you win any one of the great prizes we have. We've got a lot of great prizes from very many donors. You know, the Zone Lounge. We've got Zante Cafe, Julie Weintraub
Yeah,
from the
Golden
Golden
Dinosaur.
Dinosaurs
Yes.
donated a beautiful necklace for us.
The heart pendant necklace, it's beautiful.
It's so gorgeous. And then the Timeless Med Spa was able to donate to us a $20,000 in individual gift certificates. for
Wow.
our
Oh,
services
wow.
there.
That's wonderful.
So-
Well, hey, woman, you and I need to go to the Timeless Med Spa.
So
Yeah.
there's
Little
gonna be
R&R.
a lot of
Yeah.
great stuff there.
We'll be bidding on that.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. And you have 10 bachelors and 10 bachelorettes.
Yes.
I think there's
and-
11 because I think we're like the third wheel.
yeah. There's plenty of bachelors and bachelorettes.
Oh, no, there was
there's-
9, but if we go together.
We're 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah,
okay.
I think individually you guys would make 10, and then it became 9. But you know, honestly,
Okay.
there are bachelors and bachelorettes from all different walks of life. So if you're single and you like to mingle, then there's definitely going to be somebody there for you to bid on.
I haven't seen the bachelors, but the females that
They're
you have pictures of, they're
beautiful.
beautiful girls.
I know a lot better looking women than I know good looking guys. It's,
Now, did you actually get a picture of us? Were you able to get one? Or?
I do. I'm putting together you guys' promo picture
Okay.
as well.
Maybe we'll take one tonight
we could do that
with you, and we'll put
definitely.
it up.
All right, we could
That'd be
definitely
good.
do
Yeah,
that.
or the one that Johnny Sticks did for us. That one.
Yeah, that's
I think.
cute on the pool
yeah.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People will be looking and thinking,
Like,
oh,
what the
these
hell?
girls are like wild
What the hell?
Right.
Not really. We're very docile.
No, but it's gonna be and that night there's Doyle Revenge, which if anybody has heard
The
those
band
guys,
is so much fun. These are professionals and Doctors.
doctor, orthopedic surgeons.
oh my
and
God, they
what
are
a-
so much fun. What a great group of guys.
yeah.
And
Right.
Michelle Milo and her
She's-
husband.
She
you
and
know
her
what?
husband Chris. I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
they just
They do the ride, the Pinellas County
the
pub,
Penthouse Pub Ride. Yeah.
pub
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
something-
what? We've had them on the show. God bless them. They're amazing. And
Amazing
then she
people.
comes out for Latisse. You know,
She
she's very
does.
supportive of what we do at the club. And for her to be a part of this, her and her husband be a part of this, they're just amazing people.
Yeah, they've been definitely helping out a lot.
they have. Yeah, I mean, she is really, and she's very persistent and,
proactive.
proactive
Yeah.
and posting but I mean, it's going to be a great night.
It really
It's gonna be a
is.
great
Definitely,
night.
it's definitely going to be a great time. I mean, if everything, even if nothing ever happened and it was just a great night out, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a blast.
We're
you know?
bringing awareness.
There's been a lot of people, and honestly, this could be your sister or my sister or
Exactly.
your mother or your
Did
daughter.
you ever expect this? I mean, when you
No,
got that
no,
phone
I
call,
didn't.
I'm assuming. I mean, obviously, you got a phone call at some
Mhm.
point,
Yeah.
and no one ever expects that phone call.
No, and honestly, I was.
Who called you?
Actually, Hazel, my girlfriend, she had called me up and she said, something happened to your sister. And at first, I thought it was my sister Angelina, who, she's got, she runs with the wrong crowd and everything like that. And I thought maybe that, that might have been her. And then she's like, no, Aurella. And I'm like, Aurella, the one that works at Ohio Aerospace, and she does everything right, pays her taxes and all this. I'm like the only one with good credit.
Yeah, the only one with good credit is what you just said.
It's her, and I couldn't believe it. And then when I first heard it, I thought, okay, maybe she got into a fight. He gave her a black eye. She told me she was at the hospital. And I thought she had a concussion. I was pissed. I was ready to kill the guy anyway.
Yeah.
And then I found out what actually happened,
Wow.
and I'm like, I don't even want this guy.
You were on the road. I
oh.
saw your posting on Facebook.
Yeah.
You got in the car and you drove.
Yeah, I drove straight up. We went
Yeah.
we went 95 miles an hour the whole way to Ohio.
I bet.
We only stopped 3 times for gas. And that was
Does he did he have a reasoning of
Has he said anything?
I
Has
mean
he,
of why he snapped and just went completely crazy? I mean that his mind just went completely crazy.
I have no idea. We've speculated like at first we thought like maybe he had done some, he got wet or did some PCP.
Did he do drugs? I mean,
he didn't really do drugs. He had recently started smoking weed again, and but this is something that you would do, smoking weed, and
isn't
plus,
that
Right.
what it's supposed to I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't do
like-
drugs, so
But, like
does it
when
calm
I
you down?
when I smoked weed a long time ago, like I never got angry. I got hungry. I might have, I never got angry at anybody. Though.
but I mean, did he have a good job? Was there anything going on in his life that would have made him snap like that?
I can't think of it. The only thing I can think of is the fact that he might have been losing my sister, but he had lost her a long time ago.
A long time
Right.
ago.
You
That's what is
and
so
that's what really.
odd about this.
Well,
whole-
people do something they lose it, in their head
Mhm.
sometimes if they can't, grasp exactly what's going on or what's happening or someone else is coming into their life.
See, and the thing is, like you figure this happened over a course of several hours. This wasn't like this was a split second. Oh no, I messed up, and this
Yeah.
is what happened. Like he had her in the room, and from the timeline of events, she was locked in there from 9 to 5. If he was drunk or high or anything like that, that would have worn off by the time he did this.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't know what he was on, but I don't. And then that he ran away, he stole the car, and then drove successfully from Cleveland all the way to Chicago.
Oh,
like
wow.
I don't think that he was messed up. I
Yeah.
think that he was
He knew what he was doing.
pretty sober when this happened,
Mhm.
because I don't think this is something that if he had been messed up, then he probably would have been caught earlier. He
Now, what I read, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he made the statement he didn't think it was as bad as
yeah
he didn't. That's the comment I'm talking about. That was so. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, he when he turned himself in, he did mention, he said, he didn't realize how bad off she was when she was in the hospital.
Well,
until
he would have
saw her.
had to seen brain matter in the room,
Yeah,
and you
there's
take a
just-
hammer to someone's head.
Stomp on them.
Mhm.
I mean, how could he possibly, in his
And-
Wildest
right?
dreams. Think that.
I mean, think he didn't hurt her.
And the guy, he wasn't a small guy. He's about he's smaller than me, but he's like he worked out constantly as
Right.
well. He played on a
Oh.
flag football league that toured nationally.
Right.
He did not need any sort of weapon to beat up my sister.
Right.
He went in there with nothing else but the intention to.
He just
destroy her.
snapped.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
really did, and
That's too
like
bad.
there was no reason for it. There's no reason that I can think of that would justify it.
How are the kids doing?
The kids are doing good.
Okay.
They got to see her for the first time earlier this month.
Okay.
They took a nap with her. They were a little bit shocked when they saw her. She
sure.
doesn't look the same.
Right.
Her head's partially shaved and
Yeah.
she's wearing a helmet now. But
Now, do they think that she will have
brain damage, any sort of brain damage from this, or it's hard to tell right
it's
now?
it's almost certain,
Yeah.
unfortunately. She took quite a few very damaging blows, and honestly, she really is lucky to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Where she got hit, they said that it affects where you put together your speech and things like that. It's hard to say, but my whole thought process is planning for the worst, and so that's why we're having the benefit. That's why we're doing everything we can to get everything
Right.
out, because I've saved the stem cells for my daughter that was just born, so we can go ahead and try to get her some sort of stem cell surgery or
Wow.
or anything anything that I can think of that would be
Help her.
exactly.
She's doing
It's-
amazing, Billy.
she-
I mean, for what she was up against,
She really
and
is.
she didn't create, blood clots and stroke out. I mean, there's so many
Yeah,
things that could have gone wrong.
Honestly, if she wasn't healthier, she'd probably be dead.
Yeah.
and
It's, I'm sorry for what has happened to her, but truly and honestly, she's very lucky she survived this.
I really doubt that I would have lived through it.
I mean,
like,
wow.
because I smoke and I drink, so I'm nowhere in near as good a shape as she is.
But you know
Oh my
what?
God.
You are a fantastic brother
are.
for doing this
You're
for
an amazing
her.
person.
You're a good guy, and we're gonna have a great night
We
at
are.
the Zone, and we're
We're
gonna
gonna
do
raise as
everything we
much
can to
money
raise-
as we
yeah,
possibly
We really
exactly.
can.
are. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna.
And we're gonna
it's-
have fun doing
it's
it.
gonna be a fantastic time.
And you're emceeing.
yes,
You
I
are.
am. Yeah. So
So hey, you better be working us while we're out
I
there.
will. I'll be like, hey, look at these ladies. They're for sale too.
All right, so let's go over. Okay, the website again that they can contact you
So-
or make a donation to.
It's fightforarella.com. You can leave your comments. We've got, we got emails and everything like that. And once she can read, when we've been reading her. What
Oh,
everybody says.
wonderful.
So like we make sure that she knows that people do care about her and people are
Right.
saying things nice about her, and that we're really excited to have her with us. So it's a great way for everybody that can't actually see her to communicate with her and just kind of share the love. Also, we've got she went to school to be a chef before she worked for OAI. And the guys over there at MCCC, they've got a gingerbread auction on 31 auctions or 32auctions.com,
Oh,
where they've
good.
got 10 different gingerbread houses that they're auctioning off. They're all very beautiful. There's a
Cool.
link up on the website. There's also the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/fightforarella. All those pages will put you in contact with myself, my brother, my dad,
Okay.
everybody in my family, So if you have anything to say to her, if you want to buy a T-shirt and help show your support by wearing it outside, and then that's always great.
Well, you know what? Dee and I would like to buy a T-shirt.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
So please,
Yeah.
when you come up on Friday, please bring us a shirt.
I
We'd
will.
love to
I
buy
will
it.
have a ton of shirts. We're getting 100 of them printed up by the guys over at Dead on Screen Printing,
Mhm.
Okay,
and
perfect.
they're printing them up for us right now, and we'll have them by Friday, and we'll have them available as part of things you can buy at the door.
And how
or-
much will the shirts
Yeah,
be?
how much are they?
The shirts, the crew cut shirts are $20, and the V-neck shirts are $24.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
And they're really great. I designed them myself.
You did?
Okay. Then they'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does amazing work. Once upon a time, Bowie did our some website stuff for us, our flyers and some things, and he did amazing work for us.
Yeah.
But our thoughts, our prayers, everything go out for you, your family, everything you've been going through. And congratulations on your daughter. I mean, through all of this tragedy, a miracle has happened. You've got your
Yes.
beautiful, amazing daughter.
Yes.
She's adorable.
She's
and,
so
hon-
cute.
and honestly, I think that on top of her, being here and being the miracle that she is, on top of that, she might also help us save my sister too.
That was
Absolutely.
from
You
the
know, like-
stem
That's what I'm
cell.
saying, the
Exactly.
miracle.
So it's all kind of come together really well. And actually, my cousin Leah helped me design the shirts too. So
Oh, good.
I can't-
Leah.
Yeah. So when she sees this, I'll hear about it if I don't mention her.
No, I'm
No.
sure. I'm
No,
sure.
there's a lot of people. I'm sure it's overwhelming right now. And you know what? Everybody out there knows, they're just
Yeah.
trying to help you and your family out right now.
Everybody's been really great. I mean, there's so many people to thank, and
And if there's anybody out there that would be willing to
this is-
donate the party bus?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
yes,
looking for a party
We
bus.
need a party bus.
We're
We need
looking
a
for
party
a party
bus.
bus for all of our bachelors and bachelorettes. We want to send them out on a nice, safe date where,
Yeah, safe date.
yeah, and
yeah.
you know, it's gonna be a great time. But I want to make sure that they don't drink and drive and they don't do
Yeah.
anything stupid.
That's great.
And I want to make sure that anything that comes out of this event is a positive one. you know?
Right.
So
Right.
so I think that not having somebody that goes, oh, I went on that bachelorette date and we got a DUI on the way home. I don't want that. I want them
Right.
to get
Right,
there
no.
safe and get home safe and have a
Absolutely.
great time.
So
to
we're
talk about.
all gonna go. We would all, the bachelor and the bachelorettes, and whoever bids on all of us, will be going on a party bus.
Yes.
And then there is there's a restaurant that we eat at. Can you just kind of give a little bit of a rundown?
Well, we're looking at having all the bachelors and bachelorettes that get auctioned off going out to the Riverside Veranda.
Okay.
They're looking at preparing us a 4-course meal.
40 course. God dang, I can't eat that much food.
You'll basically be there
Holy
for about
hell,
a week. No, a 4-course meal for everybody. It's supposed to be a great time.
Okay.
And then afterwards, we're trying to put together some sort of like after dinner mingling and social hour,
Mm-hmm.
and then get them back to their.
Well, maybe
their,
we'll have to talk about
points.
hosting something like that over at the Zone.
Yeah,
That definitely be cool. I mean, you
We
guys
can-
would definitely be an option.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
we can
definitely-
do that. We
Yeah.
can absolutely whatever we have to do to help you and your sister. We're good with
Absolutely.
that. So
Absolutely.
whatever you need
We're
from the
here.
Zone
Yeah.
and from us, we're more than willing, and it's all about
And if it works out, we don't know for sure yet, but we'll know hopefully by tomorrow.
yeah.
We may be doing a live broadcast of our
Oh.
show.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So this will be something we'll be able to YouTube and send out,
Awesome.
and
Definitely.
hopefully get some national attention,
That'd be cool. That
you
would
know.
definitely be cool.
because this story is very compelling. I'm so sorry that this is what you and your family are going through. I've never, we've never had a guest on here before, especially a friend of ours that has gone through something like this. And I'm so sorry for the tragedy you're going through. But you know what? Like Dee said, we're going to do whatever we can to help you and your family out through this.
Well, right now it's not a tragedy yet. She's making it, so I shouldn't even say yet. It's not a tragedy. It's more of an awakening. She's progressing. She's going to make it, and we're going to make sure that she does.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. It's
We're going to have a
it's like,
celebration of her life.
Well,
Exactly.
it is a tragedy but so
What happened,
far
of the
what
event,
happened, the
yes.
event. But like you said, is awakening, and she is
Yeah.
so fortunate. But domestic violence, there's so much of it that goes
Yeah.
on, and there's so
It's-
many.
So many people who stay in it
Mhm.
and they go back to it, and people,
and it comes in all forms.
it does. It
really
comes
does.
in
Come
all forms. And Dee and I
yes.
had the conversation.
Yeah, it does.
And Dee and I had the conversation a while ago, and what we decided is that anyone that presents themselves to us and a red flag goes up,
yeah,
there's a red flag for a reason. We're just
Yeah.
talking. We're just talking about specifically for us, not
Yeah.
Right.
anyone else. And there's been times that we have waved off the red flag and thought that things will change or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, they change all right.
No, yeah.
And it turns into a really bad situation. So we kind of did a pinky pack thing that
Mhm.
if the red flag is waving in front of us, it's not meant
Yeah,
to
it's
be.
just- it's
you
not-
know,
it's not for
you need
naught,
to listen to your inner self. But too many people get caught up into situations because they're attracted to a certain personality, and then these people who are aggressors, they prey on a certain type, and then
Oh,
they beat you
exactly.
down. They
Mhm.
make you feel like you're worthless, and on and on and on. And it's horrible. It's horrific.
it's a bully
That
personality.
you don't understand what's
Yeah.
happening to you, the process that you're going through.
Yeah,
And hopefully for people that are going through that situation, that it doesn't escalate into physical violence. But sometimes, bruises heal. The mental stuff
Yeah, exactly.
is what stays forever. And it's horrible what we can say it a million times over. But anyone, if you're going through any type of situation right now,
Yeah.
and you feel like it's not right, get out there, talk to your girlfriend, talk to your guy friend, talk to your teacher, talk to your parents, talk to your sister, your brother, your whoever. You know what? If you feel that someone is who claims to love you and care about you is hurting you, and it doesn't have to be physical, it can be mental, then you need to get away, and you need to do whatever you can to get away from that
It's
situation.
not worth it. There's so
It
many.
really
There's so
isn't.
many other beautiful people in this world.
Absolutely.
There's a
that
lot
will
of
treat
beautiful
you
people
well.
out there, and they
Yeah.
do things, and it's from their heart. And but there are some people that go out there and they claim to love you, and
They prey on that.
Mhm.
but they go out here and they do everything in their power to hurt you,
To hurt you and
whether
destroy
it's from
you. Yeah.
personal, whether it's from professional, your
Right.
business. And you know what? That's not
That's not
love.
love.
It's
No.
not.
No.
It's not.
No.
And those are the kind of people that, like now he's paying the price for what he's done. His life
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Well, hopefully.
well, and he's going to go to prison, and he's going to spend a long time there.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna and he's gonna have to sit behind those cell walls and think about what he's done. And whatever made him snap at the moment, it's unjustifiable, but it happens. It happens to a lot of women out
It
there.
really
It
does.
happens a lot.
Men and women.
Men
You
and
know,
women.
It
There-
does. It
yeah.
does. Yeah. I've had girlfriends before that hit me in my sleep and beat me.
Oh
up,
my
you know,
God,
and,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, but
That's
it's one of those things where you think you love them and you think that you're in love and this and
Right.
that, and you try to work your way through it. And
Right. You know what?
It's not worth
If someone
it, you know?
if someone hits you, there's
Yeah.
no working through it.
No, exactly.
You know, it's time.
It's-
But it's so hard. We know. Unfortunately, Dee and I have both been.
Love makes people do a lot of crazy,
Crazy
things.
things.
It really does. And when you love somebody, you justify their behavior in all different kinds of ways, and you think that they're going to change. But at the end of the day, people, they are who they are, and they will reveal their true colors. And you have to stop making excuses for them,
Exactly.
and you have to move on.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
All right. Everybody, please come out, join Dee and I at the Zone Lounge Friday night for this amazing cause, Fight for Arella.
A
And
night
please
for
go to fightforarella.com and join us for Night for Arella. I apologize.
Oh, yeah,
but
it's-
Fight for Arella, Night for Arella. But either way, it's Arella's night.
It's gonna be great.
It is. It's going to be amazing.
it's
Come
gonna be a
bid
lot
on
of fun.
D and I because we're a
Yes.
package deal. We're getting auctioned off because we're bachelorettes and
Mm-hmm.
but
There's only gonna be one lucky bidder. two lucky girls, one lucky bidder. It's
Exactly.
gonna be.
All right.
He's gonna have
he's
a-
gonna have more than one good night.
Exactly right. And also Saturday night is the Christmas party for
Yes, for the radio
for our radio
show.
station here.
Talk Slam Radio. Come out
Exactly.
and join us because there's going to be a lot of fun and exciting things.
We've got costume contest, Santa Claus, Miss Claus, Elf, and we've got we've got Levi who is going to be
We
playing.
do, and we
Yeah.
have the amazing, beautiful staff of the Zone Lounge and some surprises
And we have
that
Floyd
evening.
Sum playing the band with their big laser
do.
light show. So it's
We
going to be
do.
a fantastic weekend.
It
And we
is.
hope that everybody comes out and shows their support.
Come
So,
join us
Is
Friday
there a
night.
potluck there?
Potluck.
Yeah,
Please
potluck.
bring your-
Everyone has to bring something. We're going to cook something,
All
but we're
right.
actually amazing cooks, so that's going to work out well for everybody.
You hear that,
But
bachelors?
Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing. We're great cooks.
Yeah.
But you know
Italian
what?
food.
All right,
for me.
guys.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Pasta.
Sasha. Good night. Good morning.
Good night, everyone.
what?
Thank you for
Thank you for
listening,
listening.
and hope to see you Friday and Saturday night
Come
at the
support
Zone.
us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bowie.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
You're welcome.
All right.